Good evening, everybody. We are waiting for one more board member to show up. We don't quite have a quorum yet. If we don't have a quorum, we can't conduct business, so we're waiting for one more board member. Give him a few more minutes and see if he shows up. Thank you. All right, this is what we're going to do. So we do not have a quorum, so we cannot conduct any business at the meeting tonight, but I know there's public here that would like to speak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the pledge. We'll do the mission statement, and then I'll allow the public to speak. Sound good? Yeah. All right, everybody please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Antoinette, would you read the mission statement, please?
Sure will. Our mission, Macomb County Community Mental Health, guided by the values, strengths, and informed choices of the people we serve, provides quality service which promote recovery, community participation, self-sufficiency, and independence.
Thank you. With that, we'll go to hearing of the public. Anybody from the public wishing to speak? This is your only opportunity. You have 5 minutes. Give us your name and address.
Hi, good evening. My name is Sean McGregor. I'm with CEO just to give our monthly report for our Anchorville location. They cooked with food they gathered from the garden. They made pies and pudding with the person served as well. They made tie-dye with face mask and paper mache. They also attended the Armada Fair where they went on rides in the petting zoo. For our Clinton Township, Mount Clemens location, one of our staff was just promoted to Community Resource Manager to help secure job sites, volunteer, and community activities. They gathered vegetables from their garden, renewed their Henry Ford passes for another year, and they have also started volunteering at Dave's Sweet Tooth, also attending fishing class, movies, and bowling. At our Washington location, they had 2 new and returning persons served start attending again. Washington will be hosting a end of summer party this Friday, the 26th. A flyer for that is attached to the back. They've attended a Knights of Columbus family and friend picnic where they also received a donation check of $648 to be used towards a permanent gazebo in the side yard. They delivered over 240 Meals on Wheels, and they also attended outings such as the movies, bowling, putt-putt, cider mills, ice cream parlor, and much more. And then just lastly, our Anchorville and Pontiac locations are having bottle drives until September. Lastly, Clinton Township, Pontiac, and Washington are also having a printer ink cartridge drive. Hope you guys all have a good Labor Day. So, and then just personally as well, I'd like to thank you guys too for the retention bonus as well. That was well needed and going to be put to good use. So thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks, Sean. Anyone else from the public?
Please go ahead, sir.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Not necessary.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Woodard. I live on 22405 Glenwood Street in Clinton Township, Michigan. And I come for a couple of reasons. One is to thank the board. You sent my son, Joel Seth Woodard, who has Prader-Willi syndrome, to the Prader-Willi Homes of Oconomowoc in Wisconsin back in 2017. And do you remember that, Mr. Kraft? Do you? And that was a real blessing. It has helped us tremendously. It's helped him. He has gone from, he's 5'3", he went from 260 pounds down to 132 pounds now. And that's his ideal body mass weight. So we are so proud of what they have accomplished and what you have done to help him to be there. At this time, though, because of COVID, as you're all aware, there's such a staff shortage that he requires a one-on-one. And they do not have the staff available to keep him on a continuous one-on-one. And so in September, they gave him a removal notice that by in 30 days, he was supposed to be in another location. Well, at that point, they didn't know, they still had to keep him. They couldn't kick him out, praise the Lord. But we began a search, and actually, it didn't take place for a while. But by December, we had found, the case manager and myself, had found the Creekside Residential Homes, which is in Rives Junction, Michigan. And so we met with the manager, Latasha Baruti, and was very impressed with the home, but also with her credentials. They were excellent. She had double degrees, master's degrees in both clinical and in services. And so Ken Mancini, our case manager, said, well, you know, by next month we should have this tied down. I said, Ken, are you sure about that? I think it's going to be March. He said, oh, no, it's going to be. Well, anyway, I'll make a long story a lot shorter. It was only till May, I think. In May, we finally got the residential services contract done and still do not have the clinical services tied down. The business approach, the business model of the Creekside home is not to use COFR. And so there's been a struggle over that. And she is very capable of choosing psychologists and psychiatrists and doctors that she has used over the years that she knows are excellent. But it would not be like through a COFR. So we're still struggling with that. And because of the time delay, we've been 9 months now trying to get this to happen. He lost his bed, which is not a good thing because, as you know, there are not a plethora of Prader-Willi homes in Michigan. In fact, you can count them on less than one hand. I only know of those two, Hope Network and this Creekside. So we would just really appreciate any help that you can give to encourage this contract, clinical services contract, to be finished and to be tied up, because it is possible that a second house, which she is going to open if it passes the state inspector at the end of this month, she'll have an opportunity for 3 persons. She's already got 2 of those beds filled, and hopefully my son will be able to be the 3rd one. If it's not taken care of within now and just the next few days, then it's not going to happen, and he'll be still at the Conomowoc. And they're taking care of him. They're not throwing him to the wolves. But it's just a situation where his one-on-one is not able to function at a, on a basis that it's supposed to be. So anyway, still, I want to say thank you because without your help, he wouldn't be where he is. And we appreciate all the work that you do, and just look forward to being able to see some movement on this contract. You have any questions?
Thank you for coming. It's good to see you again.
Thank you for listening. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Come on, Joe. Mr. Biondo, Deputy Treasurer.
Hello, Commissioner Kraft, Commissioner Wallace, CMH board members. My name is Joe Biondo. I'm here on behalf of Treasurer Rocca, who just wanted to allow me to give you all a quick update. And so one of the things we do in the Treasurer's office is constantly reviewing how processes are working out and how we're coordinating with other departments throughout the county. And so we've had this issue with CMH's money where it's been liquid, and the issue really boils down to the fact that there's been delays at the state government level as far as processing CMH's paperwork in order to be able to be in a position to settle the books and square up, so to speak. And so there's this payout that needs to happen that, quite frankly, no one at the county level really knows when that's going to be requested by the state. And so we've been reviewing these issues because we want to be able to at least invest some of this for a longer duration than in a liquid account, so we could generate more interest income for you to spend on the critical resources you provide to the community. And so we were finally able to reach a resolution and determine that if the county ever did receive any notice of, basically having to pay 3 years worth, that quite frankly, they wouldn't be able to require us to pay it within less than 45 days. And so by doing that, we finally got in writing from CMH the authorization, because we treat these investments as if the departments we're working with are our clients. And so obviously we want them to sign off on any cash flow commitments whenever we invest portions of the money we're handling. And so per CMH's instructions, we're going to keep $44 million liquid. There's about $25 million set aside for operating cash, and 19 million set aside for the Medicaid savings. And that was set aside because that would be apparently the first source to draw from to pay the state in the event that they sent the notice asking for the money. And so finally that left roughly $57 million for us to invest. And we got the paperwork yesterday, and today we were able to invest approximately $55 million in the U.S. Treasury. That'll generate approximately $141,000 in additional interest income under this resolution. That'll be paid out in approximately 43 days. We're estimating that for the rest of the year, including that initial payout, we should be able to generate an extra $425,000 for you with this resolution in place. And for next year, potentially $1.1 million, assuming we hold on to all the money and the state doesn't call in the payout early. And so Treasurer Rocket thinks that's good news because it showcases how, various departments in the county come together to do more for our residents. And we wanted to showcase that for you all, and maybe a gentle reminder from the treasurer to maybe mention it to finance as you work out next year's budget. So with that, that's really all I had to say. I'm not sure if anybody had any questions, but certainly please reach out to me if you ever do regarding any services we provide to CMH. Thank you.
Thank you. Kathleen, did you want to come back to program and budget or the next full board for your presentation?
I can. Or I can answer questions today if anybody has any. I think what you have in your packet's pretty comprehensive, and you all have my business card, and you can ask me questions anytime. What would you like for me to do?
I would like for you to present when we have more board members, if that's okay. Thank you. All right, Linda, go ahead.
I have a question about the process tonight. Are there anything that are going to fall apart tomorrow because we weren't able to vote today?
My plan is to get the executive committee together.
Okay.
And so we will be discussing when we're going to get together. It's going to be very soon, though, because some of these are timely matters and they need to be taken care of.
Thanks.
Yeah, the state contract
State
stuff, so,
contract,
kind of need to be signed quickly. So we'll get together as an executive committee probably in the next couple days. Anyone else? Any other board members, questions or anything? All right, I think that's as far as we can go. Adam, it's your last meeting. Nobody wanted to see you go, so they just didn't show up tonight.
Kind of going out with a whimper, I guess. So, yeah. Last one.
Thank you for everything. We really appreciate all you've done.
Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing else, I will adjourn the meeting. Thank you, or not adjourn the, yeah, we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight.